Yeah, righteous rising, royal family, pawns up to the multitude, hotel, Armagani, all that good stuff. It been a while since I kind of went live, just spoke with but I just been watching the timeline, kind of watching the news and seeing what going on. Like I know y'all keeping up, like seeing what the situation going on in Kenosha and all that. But before we get into a little bit, a little dialogue. You know what I'm saying? We always open up with Al Fatiha. In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most beneficent, thee do we worship, thine aid we seek. Show us a straight way, the way of those whom have bestowed thy grace, the ways of those whom portions is not aroused and have gone out astray. Amen. Like I said, was just looking at on my timeline, seeing like what's going on with the Kenosha situation. Like when our brother was killed, like trying to check on it. Well, he wasn't killed. He was badly injured. You know what I'm saying? Paralyzed from like 6 shots and all that. In Kenosha. Man, deep sympathy and prayers to the family and also to the people all across the world going through their own injustices, dealing with police brutality, white supremacy, and all of this stuff in between. But it like did with me. I see it like I see a lot of like they look at it like they really get into solution, family. Like I feel like we gotta be more proactive than reactionary. Meaning like yeah, one of our brothers supposed to get killed or something. Immediately like we finna go burn down, tear down something. I mean, I feel that energy and definitely empathize with you know what I'm saying, the reaction that brought forth. Like, I mean, it is a necessary mean to what's going on. But also, like, those of us, like, still building and still, it's like, in God body, they got that and the number when you break down, no, I think it's on the number 8, you know what I'm saying? The build of the scroll, when you break, looking at Supreme Mathematics. And, like, we only focus on the scrolling, like, whether we destroying ourselves, like, through intoxicating ourselves, and know what I'm saying, being all the way inebriated and all that. Don't get me wrong, I do and dabble a little bit in the herbonomics and all that stuff, but I mean it more so not to be drug. I'm not abusing in a sense, but I'm just saying in the sense of like we sleep as a people. So it's like being proactive. Like we gotta think even after we burn it down, after we get our just do then well. Right now, like call the family. I mean, we individually, we might have some business, we might have some land, we might have some stock or some motion going on, but collectively as a people, we don't own no property, we don't own our own industry, we don't own a lot of stuff to kind of dictate and control our environment and our field. That the mess up. That the whole goal. What we building on visionary leader. We want speaking on ownership. I mean, they gonna throw around like we look at the language that they using with the brother there. I ain't gonna even say a brother with a white guy on. They went on killed those guys, killed those two people and injured that one person and on the protests out there in Kenosha. Like you looking at the language that we use. Like he was hired or contracted by police or law enforcement or private entity to control and police private property. And they finna see the language they finna use with that, it's like saying that it was justifiable in a sense, like you were protecting somebody else property who them people might I ain't gonna say might, but they gonna come out and extend their on. We look at how they try to go on with their brother. Yeah, we can get mad and burn down some more shit, but then what? Like it crazy family. Like I'm just looking at it like it's like they tricking us out of the game. Like continue to keep baffling us with the bullshit to kind of keep our head off all Biden now, you know what I'm saying, foot off our swell. If we look at what's going on, like they want us to really be dependent. I ain't just saying us. I ain't saying dumb. It's just saying white people. I'm saying it's an energy family. We live in a capitalist society. In a capitalist society, always we talking about money. We talking about economic. We talking about something that it kind of always built in the mind. It always gonna be people that gonna bear that burden. When you think about cause capitalism, for people to be winning, it always gonna be people to lose. That's just how that system is. You know what I'm saying? Be honest and humble it. My humble opinion, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like in that day and time, some type of capitalist or some type of competition is more. I ain't gonna say comfortable, but more suitable in these time because like we were living on a barter system, we were living in a communist system or a socialist system. It would be it would be indeed I don't even I ain't what was the brother part of our club. Nah, I mean I don't even not sure. I'm speaking about I don't even know if the brother was a part of our club or not. The brother that got shot, but far as like Carl, I mean, we all black children, no people of the more high. So in that regard, you know what I'm saying, that's still a brother of ours, a black brother being shot. So as far as like speaking about the whole situation and going forward, like I kind of lost my train of thought. But getting back into the topic and discussion is like it like man, we look at it like the whole world against though to a degree. We gotta going back into the concept of the capitalist society, bro. It's like we were the country way was built like we the first cash crowd, like the people we were on like commodity in a sense, like we were property. Like we got into quote unquote earning our silver right through the 13, 14, and 15 amendment. But we got the conversation now and more so we should be have more understanding of our human right, universal right. And it's a different type of conversation. Like it's like man, we won't as a people, and this ain't no down talking it. I'm just speaking to the energy family. It like we gotta it's like when I was a child I thought as a child, but when I became old I put away childish and thoughtfully deep. So it like we as a people, you know what I'm saying? Like we gotta grow up to a degree, family. It's like they want her to be that child. Like as a child, like you depending on your mother, you depending on your parents, like to the point that somebody always holding your hand. But in this political arena, they got what they call if you look up the term minority and majority in the Black Roots Dictionary, minority mean a few. It mean infancy, like you're a baby, like you're a child. That what minority mean in the Black Laws Dictionary. So well, Black Law Root or Black Root Dictionary, I forgot the term, but that what it mean. Like minority, a few stages on the infancy. We look at the language they use, like you're a boy as a grown man, they call him a boy, call him a children. And then you look at majority in the Black Law Dictionary mean having a lot of votes or having the a majority rule in a political body or being an adult. And I mean, it's a whole conversation when you understand the long form birth certificate and all that. But the reality and what we gotta demonstrate on here, bro, we are adult, we grown out here. So it's like we gotta start doing some things like in a dependent way. Like we gotta get in control of our agriculture industry, get in control of our economy. You know what I'm saying? It's like we gotta get in control of our, you know what I'm saying, environment as a people. That's the only way we gonna change the narrative, change the condition. Cause right now it's like, okay, we burning shit down, we saying fuck 12 doing all this, but we still gotta go to these same people for jobs. We still gotta go to these same people for grants and programs. We still gotta go to these same people for food, week or whatever. So it's like we fighting or we want independent, but to a degree, it's like some of us still crippled in the being dependent on this system. So we gotta be mindful of what we saying when we using it. Like, man, okay, we finna walk out on the government. Are we finna drop our citizenship? Are we finna lay ourselves down or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? It's like we gotta like yeah, don't get me wrong, what I'm saying, don't confuse what I'm saying. It's like, yeah, it's unnecessary. I do feel the protests and the standing up and marching and all, I do feel that necessary. Just like back in the day when you had the civil rights and the people of the nation of Islam with two different vehicles, two different ideas within our community. And we feel like both are necessary driving forces to our redemption and our salvation. But me being more so my coach or my characteristics, I'm more thinking in terms of like the nation of Islam during those times of the civil rights. They were more so on the building side, like, okay, we gotta get our land, we gotta get our property. That's what I'm looking at it like that. Like, yeah, we can more we can rally, we can tear a whole lot of stuff down, but we gotta look at our family like years to come. Like we gotta make sure we're able to feed our youth, feed our people, and we gotta think in terms of longevity and time. Like when we talking about nation building, we can't just trick ourselves out of the moments and take us all out of a life living a life run race. And I just wanted to touch on that. Like we gotta be mindful and understanding of the language we use and then what it is we really want. I mean, family, I feel like did my feel right here. You know what I'm saying? I ain't scared of nothing. 'Cause I mean, God walked me back far as like a blind field. Like, yeah, if we talking about getting rid of our press or taking off all these people, it gonna be some niggas that gonna probably feel that void or get in that position. They ain't gonna be no better than our press or no better than the cracker that we trying to, know what I'm saying, break away from. It's like that. It ain't no color no more. Like our enemy ain't coming in no different shades of skin. Cause it's like that biblical script. I ain't gonna say it's like it is. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against wickedness and evil deeds and tearing men in high place. That's what we dealing with. We dealing with a energy warfare. I seen a brother post. It's like we dealing with the spirit of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? They dealing with this satanic and Jan spirit. It's like it's two different cultures, two different understanding. We gotta understand. Like it goes down to that phrase, and I'm gonna leave it off on that. Like we can't serve two masters, fam. It's like whether you gonna hate one and turn on the other one. You know what I'm saying? Well, you can't love two masters. So we really saying like getting in this fight, we saying we for our people, we finna get our people right or get our people proper and all that. It's like we gotta understand that we can't serve two masters. Either we serving the God or we serving mammon and on the devil. Or we serving, you know what I'm saying, mammon which represent like the money, whether we serving in money or whether we serving our Lord nature. So it like walking in path by example, man. We gotta understand, like that's all high title, family. I'm speaking to the body right now. That's all high title. We calling ourselves vice generous, second in command to Allah, like God reflection here on earth in the flesh, though we supposed to be embodying and representing our own character in our own being. So in doing that right there, family, that right there that absolute truth gonna knock out all falsehood. You know what I'm saying? When you moving in that spirit of the Most High, like and that spirit in all Lord, like God is of the living. That's in all Lord. That's in you. That's in me. That's why it's so deep that I am you and you are me. Like that feeling, man, that energy. You know what I'm saying? You can't break that energy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that we battling again. We battling against some of that evil in high place. You know what I'm saying? You can't be fueled. 'Cause all your skin folk and your kin folk, man. We can't be confused by that. Cause some of these dudes, you know what I'm saying? Even though they might be our brother or sister, like some of, know what I'm saying, a lot of us in there, like we really for real, bro. Like we soldiers, you know what I'm saying? We get that word, like we all in. So it's like you can't put a soldier in a battle battle with people as your comrade that ain't really about that life. That ain't really like that. You know what I'm saying? That we at right now. Like we gotta keep the soldier made for the battlefield. But we gotta know the battle, we gotta know our battle, we gotta know what we best at. Some are best at being teaching our people. Some are the best in the medical field. Like we got different avenues that we can when we talking about nation building, bro. Everybody, like even though everybody might do multiple things in the beginning, but we all fall into a different department, a different understanding. But it's all for greater good and understanding of us as a whole. And I lead a bit at that, man. I love y'all, you know what I'm saying? Sincere. That's from the bottom of my heart. And y'all free, you know what I'm saying? Free Don be no smoke. You know what I'm saying? Like we always close out with the Lord prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us of our trespasses, and we forget those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. That's the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever. Almighty.